Hello dear audience, today we're gonna visit John Lautner's own residence and the first house he ever designed. Built in 1940, when John Lautner was only 29 years old, the house is located in the Silver Lake area, less than 100 yards away from the famous Silvertop house that John Lautner would design 20 years later. John Lautner lived only 8 years in this house, from 1940 till 1948, and after he moved out, he never designed another house for himself. So let's check out the house where John Lautner once lived. The house is built on a hillside. Horizontal and vertical iron beams are placed on concrete foundations in the hill. On these beams, an entirely wooden house with a brick chimney is constructed. The house consists of 3 levels that following the descent of the hillside. The terrace and carport are at street level, the dining and kitchen are lower on the hill, and finally the living and sleeping area. Against the iron beams, a facade made of wooden panels is placed. This makes the house look larger than it actually is. From the street, the house is almost hidden behind a wooden fence with flowers. The carport, on the other hand, is clearly visible. Next to the carport is the front door, which is a few steps lower than street level. From the front door, you step right into the dining area. Two sliding doors gives access to a small terrace, which is surrounded by the wooden fence of the garden. The living room is placed 3 feet lower than the dining area. The brick fireplace is the only stone part in the entire wooden house. The balcony is enclosed by glass windows and is used as a study and reading area. There is also a second way to enter the house. A rectangular balcony gives access to a door at the rear side of the kitchen. After John Lautner left the house, 2 rooms were created in the space behind the facade. A storage unit and an office were made below the house. These were additions not designed and approved by John Lautner. Personally, I think this is one of the less interesting designs by John Lautner. Compared to his later designs, this house is very small, cheap and not really spectacular. But keep in mind that it was just the first house by a young architect at the start of his career. No one could foresee which great masterpieces he would create in the future.